up, Internet? It's Keelan, and today I'm gonna say some things and stuff. So, a couple days ago, this Otherkin challenge thingy appeared on my dashboard on Tumblr, and I went through the questions, thought they were pretty interesting, and decided to answer them all and share them with the Internet. I will post a link to where I found the questions in the description if anyone else wants to do it, and let's get started. So, the first question is, what name do you go by? What is its significance to you? I pretty much go by anything anyone wants to call me. Sydney, Sid, Lucinda, Lucille, Lucy, Keelan, hey you! I don't really care. Sydney is my legal name. Most people I knew from like 9th grade and earlier call me Sydney or Sid, but in the 10th grade I started going by Lucy, but only in my geometry class, and it kind of stuck, so anyone who had my geometry class and then my algebra class the year after called me Lucy because I had the same teacher both years, and she wanted to stick with one name. Keelan is the name of my fictionkin type, and also the name of an OC of mine that I based off myself because, yes, I am that conceited. Keelan is just like, it's like Celtic or Gaelic. I think it's Celtic for like slender and fair, which I thought fit my face self pretty well. The second question is, how old are you, if you don't mind sharing, and what is the gender you identify as? I'm 18 years old, and I identify as gender fluid, not that it really matters. I don't really care about pronouns or people misgendering me. People make such a big hype about gender, and I'm just like, who cares? If you're gonna be brave enough to be yourself, then be tough enough not to care when people don't like it. Okay, third question. What is your Otherkin/Therian species? I am a gray wolf and most subspecies of gray wolf, including the domestic dog. This it took me a while to figure out because I was like, am I just like a gray wolf, or like am I just like a specific type of gray wolf and a domestic dog, because I also feel like a domestic dog. But then I realized that there are like so many subspecies of gray wolf, so I'm just gonna go with gray wolf. And also bear, particularly American black bear, but I feel a deep connection to ice bears and grizzly bears too. And I'm also a dragonkin, not real specific about the type of dragon, I'm still figuring that out. And also like fairy/nature fae, and okay, also technically mermaidkin/sirenkin, but I consider that part of my fictionkin type, even though the two are very different, and I feel very different about each of them. But to me, the word fae, I'm using air quotes too much, okay, is a sort of umbrella term that consists of almost all magical creatures, which I totally blame on the show Lost Girl, because that's where I got it from. The all-encompassing word fae. Question number 4. How long have you known that you are Otherkin? How old were you when you were awakened? I have only known that I was Otherkin for a little over a year. I found out about therianthropy around April of 2015, and I researched it for a couple of months before officially labeling myself as a Therian. And of course, once I found out what therianthropy was, I found out what Otherkin were. I would say I awakened when I was 17, but looking back at my behavior in the past, I can see that I was a Therian for like my entire life, because I always act like a dog. That was like my go-to thing to act like, or a wolf. Number 5. How did you find the Otherkin community? YouTube! So I was searching for videos on how to run like a wolf, because I do that, and I came across this channel called Pause for the Wolf, and I heard the term Therian in one of their videos, and I looked it up, and boom. Number 6. How does being Otherkin affect your life? It doesn't. It's something I've been living with my entire life, so I'm completely used to it. Just because I figured out what the word meant didn't make my life any different, because nothing really changed. 7. Are you out of the metaphysical closet? If so, to whom? I don't hide the fact that I'm Otherkin or Therian, but I also don't go telling everyone I meet, because they wouldn't know what I was talking about anyway. I've talked to my family about it, and they don't really get it and don't really care. And I've talked to a few of my friends about it. Some quietly accept it as part of my personality and just like, cool. Some think I'm crazy. And some just laugh and don't take me seriously. or they do take me seriously and laugh anyway. Number 8. How did/would your family react to you being Otherkin? My mom doesn't really care. My dad thinks it's kind of cool. The Syrian part, because he doesn't, because we're, part Native American, so he kind of gets it. It makes more sense to him. Okay, number 9. What does being Otherkin mean to you? It means being an animal soul trapped in a human body and a human mind, and feeling like things aren't quite right, but dealing with it anyway, because all you can do is your best with what you have. Number 10. How do you believe you came to be Otherkin? Is it a psychological connection? Were you reincarnated? Explain. I like the reincarnation theory, or the theory that when my soul was being placed into a body, something went awry and I was put in the wrong one, but honestly, I don't know. Number 11. What do you hope the Otherkin community will be like in 10 years? Are you for public awareness or against it? Why or why not? Honestly, I hope that the Otherkin community will get off the internet and connect in real life more, because while internet packs and chat rooms and blogs are great, they lack that real-world connection that some kin types really desire. I am not really for public awareness because I think the whole thing will blow way out of proportion and people will get the wrong idea. I'd like Otherkin and Therians to stay a thing just between Otherkin and Therians. I know that it will be hard for Otherkin to connect if the word isn't put out there so much. So maybe there should be some secret meetup site in every major city. Now I'm totally seeing an anime being written in. It's like a cool Otherkin gang, like the dollars from Durara. That show there. Number 12. Do you have phantom/astral limbs? What are they and how often do you feel them? I do feel astral limbs sometimes, usually wings or tail, and I feel the wings almost every time I see some winged creature flying by, and the tail is just kind of there, constantly, just chilling. Number 13. Do you mental shift? Have you ever harmed yourself or someone else during one? I do mental shift, and I haven't drastically harmed myself or anyone else during one. I've bitten people and scratched people and myself, but I don't really know if it was during a shift. I just sort of do that. I'm a biter. Okay. Number 14. Have you ever mental shifted at a time when it could be considered inappropriate? In school, during the free period we used to have, my friends and I would chill in this hallway, and sometimes I would crawl around on all fours, or whenever it rained I would get really excited and dance in the rain until some authority figure told me to stop. 15. Do you astral project or practice any occult crafts? I do astral project, actually, quite frequently, and practice witchcraft in my own special way. Number 16. Do you feel you are any sort of danger to society? Not for being an Otherkin, unless my homicidal ideation is a result of my Otherkin. I mean, my dragon can be pretty violent. JK. I don't plan on becoming a serial killer, at least not until I finish college. 17. Does your non-human identity complicate everyday life for you? If so, how? Not really, but I rarely leave my house, so I don't have much of a life to complicate. 18. Why do you believe you are here as a human? Because someone done fucked up. Oh, sorry. No, I don't know, really. I'm just here. Like everyone is just here. Personally, I think I was born in the wrong species, the wrong time period, and the wrong dimension, but hey, what are you gonna do, right? Number 19. I swear, we're almost done. No, we have 10 questions left. Okay. Are you active among the Otherkin community? Define active. I reblog some Otherkin shit on Tumblr and follow some nice blogs, some YouTubers, but that's about it. 20. Are you religious? What faith do you follow? Does it contradict your Otherkin identity, or do you feel that the two are synonymous somehow? I'm not religious, but I am extremely spiritual. Yes, you can be one without the other. I define myself as a non-dogmatic pagan. I got that term from the band Omnia, love 'em, which would take too much space to properly describe. It does not contradict my Otherkin identity, In fact, it coincides with it swimmingly. 21. Have you ever been emotionally, verbally, or physically harassed simply for being otherkin? I've gotten mean comments on my YouTube videos about the subject. Some people give me weird looks when I wear a tail or a collar or something, but I've got thick skin and really don't give a fuck. Number 22. Do you feel you are oppressed because you are otherkin? Short answer, no. Long answer, I may be oppressed and just not know it. Not many people even really know what otherkin are. And if they think they do, they're usually wrong. But there aren't many otherkin in the world compared to like members of the LGBT plus community and stuff like that who really are oppressed and need something to be done about it. Maybe, once half the world is filled with otherkin, we'll talk about rights like selling harnesses at Target in human sizes and make human-friendly puppy chow. 23. What is your take on fictionkin/mediakin? What about machinekin and appliancekin? I actually wanted to make a video completely on this topic because I don't really understand fictionkin at all. It's widely believed that people are born otherkin, so like, how can you be born kin with a character that didn't even exist a year ago? Another popular theory is like the reincarnation theory, that otherkin exists because they're just remembering a past life so strongly that it manifests in their current life. How can you have the reincarnated soul of like Eren Yeager or Deadpool or one of the Steven Universe gems? They're fictional characters created by a real-life person. They can't have souls because they don't exist. But, then you can get into the whole dimensional thing where every two-dimensional character ever created exists in the second dimension and has a life of their own following their plot. So, hey, maybe the soul of a character from the second dimension hopped over to our dimension and jumped inside you. I don't know. I don't have a problem with fictionkin, I just don't understand how it works. I don't understand how machinekin or appliancekin work either, but I definitely believe they're real because there have been times when I feel like robotkin or dollkin. Don't know if they're cameo shifts or more kin types, but I feel it and it's real. 24. Did the awakening process seem relatively easy or difficult to you? Why? Easy, I guess. I did a lot of research, watched a lot of cool theory YouTubers, and was like, well, guess I'm a wolf just like everyone else. It was a bit difficult before I realized what theorians were, because I kept telling people that I felt like an animal trapped in a human body, and they thought I was a furry. 25. What do you think of the information provided online about otherkin? Is it relevant or not? Some of it's relevant, some of it's not. People talk about things mostly from their own experience. There isn't any science to back up otherkin as of right now, that I'm aware of. So you can only really rely on what you feel and what others feel, and compare the two. 26. We're almost done. I need some water. How has your otherkinity /theoryanthropy defined you as a person? Do you feel as if it has given you morals that you didn't have before? It just makes me a bit weirder than I was before, but that's not a problem. And no, it's given me less morals in regards to humans, but I've always hated humans. It's not an otherkin thing, it's just a me thing. But more morals in regards to animals. But I've always liked animals better than people, so not much has really changed. 27. Have you learned any lifelong lessons due to your otherkinity? Is that right? Otherkinity? I feel like this other person used otherkinism and it sounded better. Otherkinity. That sounds weird to me. Okay. I've learned a lot of things about otherkin, and knowing about it has certainly changed my perspective on things and the way I look at people, because I'm like looking at people and I'm like, are they human? I don't know. It's kind of like the whole gender thing, like, are they a girl? Are they a boy? Are they somewhere in between? I don't know! So, like, every person who has, like, a tail charm on their backpack, I'm like, are you? Oh, no, you're not. You're just a furry. Oh, you just like tails. Okay. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's really a lifelong lesson, but interesting stuff. Okay, sorry. 28. What do you want to do with your life? I just want to be happy. I want to learn things, and I want to be a zookeeper at the North Georgia Zoo and Petting Farm because that's awesome, and a voice actor / novelist, but I can do that in my free time. 29. Almost over. It's almost over. Kidding, this is great. Okay, 29. Do you have any advice or tips for young and newly awakened Otherkin? I'm not really experienced enough to give advice, so the only thing I can say is do your research and really contemplate things before blurting them out. And 30. Anything else you'd like to share with us? No, I think I'm good. Okay. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, or at the very least didn't completely hate it. And like and subscribe for more randomness, and see you next time, everybody.